Hi Stampers, this is Dawn and today we're going to make this really cute tag book. I had made one like, oh my gosh, like 10 years ago. So I thought it was time for an updated video as well as making one for my daughter. And I'm going to give this to her for Easter. And inside, let me show you, it is a tag book, but it's holding pictures from our vacation in Florida that we just got back from. Isn't it cute? So of course you could make this a really amazing birthday card and stamp like a whole bunch of different greetings on it. But of course I made mine into like a little photo album for a little memento for my daughter. Now I will say that on mine, I'm going to change it up and not use the scallop for the sample in today's video, only because when I close this, it gets caught. See that right here? So you might want to keep that in mind when you're making yours, but you could also just cut your tags and just keep them at a blunt edge, like square. I'm going to be using the Banner Triple Punch for mine for the video today. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's start with all the measurements. I'm going to be using the Highland Heather with the Gorgeous Grape. And first you're going to cut 2 pieces of cardstock. This is the Highland Heather. And you're going to cut 2 of them at 6x6. And then 1 piece cut at 4x6. And then you're going to need 9 banners. Now let me give you a little tip here. So I went ahead and cut my banners out. Actually, let me just grab my trimmer. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Okay, so what I did is I took my Highland Heather cardstock and I cut this at 2 inches wide. And this is 11 inches, but just for the sake of the sampling of the video today, I just cut it at a 2-inch strip. Now I'm going to be using the Banner Triple Punch. It cuts a 1 inch, a 1.5 inch, and a 2 inch. So the 2 inch is the size that we want to cut. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my one end of my Highland Heather and I'm going to punch the end, which looks like this. And just for the sake of the video, I'm just going to go ahead and punch both of them because you're going to need 9 of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and punch both ends. Now your tags, I cut mine at 2x4. So what I wanted to show you here is that if you cut your cardstock first, cut it at 2 inches wide by 4 inches, and then you flag the end, it's going to be 1/4 inch shorter for your tag. So what I did is I cut it at 2 inches and then I punched it with the Banner Triple Punch, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut these at 4 inches using the little tag here at the end. Line that up at 4 and then cut it. So it's a true 2x4 inch tag. So you can see that it's just slightly smaller. Here, let me show you on the Gorgeous Grape one. So this one, I cut the cardstock at 2x4, then I punched it, and see how it's just like 1/4 inch smaller. But these ones, I cut the cardstock at 2, and then ran it through the punch, and then I cut it at 4. So it's a true 2x4. So I went ahead and cut out 3 of the Highland Heather, and then 6 of the Gorgeous Grape. So it's kind of like a variation of the colors to kind of bring in the whole album. Okay, so that's what I did for the tags. Now that we got that out of the way. And then for the designer paper, this is the Brights 6x6 designer paper. And on my finished one here for my daughter Jessica, I used the Flirty Flamingo, and it's the same designer paper pack, the Brights. And what's nice is that this paper is already cut at 6x6. So you're going to need 3 strips cut at 2 inches by 6. So you'll get 3 pieces from one sheet of the 6x6. And then the Whisper White pieces, you're going to need 3 of those. And those are cut at 2.5 by 6. Okay, so let's grab our Simply Scored scoring tool. Okay, so this is the Simply Scored scoring tool. And on my 4x6 piece, I'm going to line this up at the 4-inch side across the top. And you're going to score at every 1/2 inch. I'm going to use the wide tip here. So you're going to score at a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, and 3.5. Okay, so this is what your piece should look like now. Okay, so let's go ahead and move the Simply Scored. Okay, so we're going to fold this in an accordion style. So we're just going to fold it like this, and then we're going to fold it back on itself, and you're just going to work your way across the piece that we're going to use for this tag book. Okay, so now we folded our accordion piece. So now it should look like this. And you might want to take your bone folder and reinforce those score lines. And this is the way the binder part is going to go onto your pages. So let me grab those two 6x6 pieces. We're going to put tear and tape on one side. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we're going to grab our paper piercing tool. We're going to remove our backing. So this is the way your accordion fold should look on the side. You're going to have 3 points, which are considered the mountains, and then underneath is the valley. Okay, so 3 points, and this will be the inside of your tag book. So this is pretty much how you're going to put your book together. You're going to take your tear and tape side of your 6x6 piece. This is going to slide here underneath that tab. And then this one's going to slide up underneath that side, okay? So let me go ahead and put these together. This is the inside of our tag book, remember? So we have our 3 points here. Now this one is going to go on this side over here. Just like that. Okay? So now this is your tag book that looks like this. So you have your 3 points on the inside. This is what we're going to attach our tags to. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and take our detailed trio punch, and I'm going to corner around the outside corners here on the 6x6 pieces. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have our corners rounded. And there's our cute little tag book. Okay, so I went ahead and put some adhesive on the tags. You might want to use your tear and tape, and you're only going to put it on one side of your tags. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit more of the snail to all the tags. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Gorgeous Grape. Let me move this over here. So it's going to go the Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and then Gorgeous Grape. Okay, so we're going to take our first tag, which is the Gorgeous Grape, and we're going to put it inside of this first score line right here. And we're going to fold that over. Okay, then we're going to take the Highland Heather, do the exact same thing, but we're going to go on the back side of the valley part of the mountain. So we're going to fold this over. Let me show you here. We're going to fold this part over, and we're going to line up that Highland Heather right up next to that Gorgeous Grape. And since our tag book is 6 inches wide, and our tags are 2 inches wide, we should be able to get 3 rows of tags. So that's why I went with the Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and we're going to use another Gorgeous Grape. And we're going to go back to the first way we did the first tag. We're going to add the Gorgeous Grape on the third row here next to the Highland Heather, just like that. Okay, so this is going to make your tag book. Now we're going to move on to the next row. So I'm going to use the Gorgeous Grape again. And this time we're going to use the second row here, but we're going to go on to the back side. So the Gorgeous Grape is going to go here. Seal that down. And then the Highland Heather is once again going to go on the back side of the score line, lining that up with the Gorgeous Grape, right down to that score line. And then we're going to take another Gorgeous Grape and go back to the flip side where we were over here. Hopefully this is making sense. When you make your first tag book, it'll all make sense. Okay, so then when you're opening up your book, the tags are going to go one way, and then the center tags are going to go the opposite way. That's the whole point of this tag book. All right, so then the last row of tags, we're going to once again put our Gorgeous Grape on this score line over here. Then the Highland Heather is going to go on the back side, lining all the tags up with each other, because when they open, they're going to flip. So this one is going to go right here. And you'll want to use the tear and tape for this project, just because you want your tags to stay put, especially if you're adding pictures. Okay, so then the Gorgeous Grape, just like this one here, is going to go on the front. But I'm going to flip it this way to line it up with the Highland Heather one. There we go. You want the tag book to flip when it opens really nice and easy. Okay, so there's our tag book. So then when you open it, it's going to flip your tags just like that. And see how much better this punch works instead of the one that I did with the scallop tag topper punch. Especially when it closes, because it gets caught up into that little ribbon slot punch thing there. But look, you can add pictures on both sides, and then I'm going to add more pictures. I'm going to add another picture over here, and then also more on the back side. But it's such a cute little memento. And then we're going to tie it closed. All right, so I just wanted to show you the finished one again, so you'll see how to decorate your little tag book. All right, so now what I did for the finished part of it to decorate the front, I took the designer paper. So let me go ahead and add these to the Whisper White. Okay, so you're going to put one on the inside of your tag book to kind of ground the picture if you're wanting to put pictures on the inside of your cover and the back cover. So I'm just going to put one on each side there, and then of course one on the front. But before we put the one on the front, we're going to put our ribbon on. I'm going to be using the 1/4 inch mini striped ribbon. This is in the Gorgeous Grape, and there's also available in Poppy Parade and the Bermuda Bay. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some snail to wrap the ribbon around to the front. And you want to allow some extra ribbon on the end to tie your book shut. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap that around. Get my scissors. Okay, and then we're going to put this piece of the designer paper with the Whisper White over top of the ribbon to secure that. Like that. And then let's put our strips in the inside. Such a cute little tag book. Oh my gosh, I love it. So then you just take your ribbon. I'll show you the other one here again, the one that I finished for my daughter. And then you just want to tie it shut. So cute. Love it. All right, so then here's the other one. And this is using the Flirty Flamingo. This is the punch that I use for the inside of mine here for the little tags. And this is the scallop tag punch. And then the stamp set I use for the front, So Happy to Have You in My Life, is from The Amazing Life, which is right here. And what I did for that is I stamped it in the Memento ink, and then I punched out with the Big Shot with the rectangle framelits with the basic black as a layer on the back side. I love it. I think my daughter's going to like it too. So cute. So once again, you'll have fun decorating with pictures, or you can actually make this a really awesome birthday card by stamping a bunch of birthday greetings. Be really fun. Okay, so that's how you make that really cute tag book. And here's the Highland Heather with the Gorgeous Grape one. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll also have all the items listed below. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.